Ladies and gentlemen, ATV Productions would like to welcome you to Tea Time with Aladdin. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Aladdin, as always. And first and foremost, happy Friday. And also, I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. I mean, all things considered, with all the regulations and rules that they're saying about whatever. I hope you guys were able to spend some time with your family, amongst the madness in the United States. And that you guys all used to, put some good food in you, some good laughs, some crazy family drama, the usual. Because, that's what the holidays are for. For those of you who have already been practicing Christmas as if Thanksgiving does not exist, I'm hoping that you guys are getting all your Christmas shopping done with. I held Black Friday sales today. Hope you guys are about to get wild, even though I don't really think Black Friday is a thing anymore. Black Friday has been dead since last year, in my honest opinion, because let's be real, everything is always online now, and you can literally the sales are all week. I am also kind of guilty for spending the last couple of weeks with these whole sales, and let's just say GameStop has taken a big chunk of my money, but how can you beat those prices? You know what I'm saying? All that aside, we're gonna go ahead and get back into the show. So today I have brewed a nice cup of tea known as Blueberry Bliss, and it's fabulous, and it's like a nice fresh morning aroma to get me in the mood for today. And I'm feeling pretty pippy. I just recently shaved and cut my hair, so I look pretty smooth. I was looking like Tom Hanks in Castaway, if you could visualize that. I made a nice little video documentary of the whole occasion of me shaving and cutting my hair. Cutting your own hair is very hard. Trying to line up the back of your neck is even harder. This is why we appreciate our barbers, ladies and gentlemen, or hairdressers, stylists, however, I'm no judge. But it's true. It is a hassle. So I really appreciate them so much since I've been cutting my own hair. And, the lineup, all that mumbo jumbo. But, let's get away from my personal self and let's go back to the show. So I want to go ahead and make a couple announcements. I have hit 100 listeners as of yesterday, so I appreciate it. I'm very happy to make it this far in about a month and a half. I think we've been doing this for November, about. So I'm very content with that, those statistics there. And I'm sorry, Texas, but Michigan, my current home state, has just outbeat you with this huge flux of listeners, so I'm very content with that. So thank you, my Michiganders. Texas, hopefully you can come back up, in ranks eventually, because you guys have really done a number on this thing. But again, I want to thank you guys for listening. I want to thank you guys for sharing. Please continue to do so. Again, Tea Time with Aladdin. You guys can find my link tree on my Anchor webpage, and you guys can find it on Twitter. I'm on every platform. Like I said, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast. I can keep going and going and going. But if you click on my link tree, every platform, all my social medias, you can find it there. So again, continue to share that with your friends, family, siblings, loved ones, your dogs, your cats. I'm open for anything with fingers. But I am going to go ahead and stop ranting and get straight to the show, all right? Since the whole world of, pandemic world has been going on and all the madness, I felt like also just took a nice little tangent to talk about relationships and the very beautiful times that's causing, amongst this pandemic. I decided to go ahead and talk about some things in regards to the pandemic. I'm not going to talk about the pandemic per se, or like the virus exactly, but some of the opportunities that it has presented us with, which I feel like are good things for us as individuals to capitalize on. Specifically, the activities that we can do, the activities we can't do, the things that, I kind of miss. I feel like a lot of things that other people miss, and just like the whole way we structure our everyday lives. One of the things that I'm getting ready to look forward to, I was getting ready to look forward to, was I figured once everything was getting a little bit better, I'd come home from school, the world was going to be peace and harmony. I could go outside and catch a butterfly. I lied. I'm coming home in the winter. There's no butterflies. But I was going to come home and enjoy a nice night on the town. Yeah, I'd be masked up and everything, but at least I'd be able to go out and enjoy myself. Go see my friends, go out to eat, go to Chipotle. Ooh, what a nice bowl from Chipotle. Sounds good right now. As a whole, there's a lot of things that I wanted to do. And a couple of things on this list that I'm going to be talking about are some things that I will miss, but then others I feel like are good opportunities for us to capitalize on amongst the current climate that we live in. So I'm going to go ahead and get straight into it. And the first thing that I'm going to talk about are perks of not eating out. I'm just as guilty as the next person. I love eating out. It saves us a bunch of time. You don't got to cook. You don't got to make a mess. And it is what it is, right? You just go, come back, chill in your jammies. You can go get your food in your jammies. We got drive-thrus, you got Wendy's, you got McDonald's. You got all these different opportunities to get food and on a dime. It's even crazier now because we have Uber Eats. Gosh, what else is there? There's a bunch of different things that, I'm literally having a blank. There's so many different ways we can acquire food, fast food especially, from any restaurant, which is great, keeps those businesses open, keeps them thriving and whatnot. But, funny fact, I used to work at Chipotle. I believe I've mentioned it before, but I've worked at Chipotle. I used to work in my grandparents' restaurant way back in the day. And one of the things that always infuriated me was I'd see people come in every single day. And you start to remember these people because they come in so frequently. And when you realize that, you're just like, damn, do these people not know how to cook? Or do these people not eat anything else other than Chipotle or, my grandparents' restaurant? Now, one of the things that drove me insane was how if you're coming in here every single day, how much money are you spending? Especially with the recent prices that are constantly increasing and so on. But when you really think about it logically, you spend a lot of money when you go out to eat. If you're doing fast food, obviously you're going to get a ton of food because everyone knows fast food does not fill you up. Chipotle does, but McDonald's, Wendy's, all those kinds of places, even Chipotle, I consider Chipotle fast food. Even though they try to stray away from the fast food ideology, they're still identified as a fast food. But you look at how much money you spend as a whole, it's a lot of money. Now, if you were to go to a restaurant, sit down, and get food there, okay, you are definitely expected to spend at least $30, just the food alone, right? On top of the $30, that's also including drinks. Not including drinks. Now you're going to include drinks, right? And let's say you're with a bunch of friends, or let's just say it's two people, right? You're on a date. You go out, spend $30 on food. Drinks. Not everyone is as holy as me and just drinks water. So let's say you get a lemonade, you get some Pepsi, right? All right, we're about $35, $36, okay? All right, now you got to think about dessert. Maybe you're feeling like a dessert. All right, another dessert, about $8, $10. So now you're at $46, right? On top of that, you got to tip your waiter or your waitress. Because if you don't tip, come on, you're an asshole. Always tip your waiters and waitresses. They hardly make any money. Tips are their lives. So you tip your waiter and your waitress, and at best, you're going to spend at least $66, right? Maybe $70 if you want to keep it even, but around that much money, $50, $60 and up. That's a lot of money. Think about what $50, $60, $70 can do for you. Fill up your gas, buy you groceries for your house, put that towards your kid's tuition that isn't even born yet. Essentially, saving money is such a huge, opportunity right now. One of the things that always drove me insane was, growing up, if I couldn't have food, or if my mom wasn't home because my mom works. My mom's a nurse. So if my mom wasn't at home cooking for us, it was literally survival of the fittest. You either learn how to cook for yourself or you die, or you go out and get food. I was a broke kid. I was in college. I'm still broke. I'm not going to go and just keep buying fast food every single night. No, I learned how to cook. Half the time it was things that I watched my mom make. Other times I would just find a recipe online. When you literally look at it on a like financial basis, you save so much money buying food, making it yourself, making the exact same thing that you would buy at a restaurant and making it at home. For example, if you go to a restaurant, any restaurant, I guess it does vary. If you were to buy, let's just do a Caesar salad, right? At most, you're going to spend $15 on a salad, right? First off, I think it's a crime against nature to buy a salad from any place and it costs more than $5, because anything more than that is literally robbery. It's theft. You're paying that much for someone to chop up lettuce, put some dressing on your salad, and maybe throw some croutons and some Parmesan cheese. Literally, why would you spend money on that? It also really infuriates me now that I'm talking about it. People who buy salads when they go out to eat. If you're buying a salad from Wendy's or McDonald's or just a restaurant in general, really? You're going to go out and spend money on a salad? Live it up. If you're going to go out to eat, you might as well live and clog those arteries. Don't be eating a salad. It's literally the biggest waste of time and a waste of money. But let's calculate it, right? You got $15-$16 for a salad, maybe 17, depending on how quality that Caesar salad dressing is. You go to a store. I'm going to go ahead and say Kroger because I'm familiar with it. It's local. Oh, you know what? Screw Kroger. We're just going to do Walmart because everyone knows Walmart. I hate Walmart, but I digress. You can buy a head of romaine lettuce, especially if you want to do like the heart romaine lettuce. Buy it for $3, right? All right, so there's $3. Go ahead, buy yourself a nice jar of Caesar dressing. Maybe $5. Croutons, depending on the brand. If you're a name brand kind of person, you're looking about $5, maybe $6. I'm never name brand. You got that essential everyday living, brand. So let's go ahead and say $3. So you got and I guess a Parmesan cheese, $2, $2.75, right? So right there, you have spent less money. You've practically spent $10, almost maybe close to the same price of an actual Caesar salad. But here's the thing. That Caesar salad that you bought at a restaurant is one day. It is $17 for one time in the day. Where if you use the romaine lettuce and everything else that you just purchased, you literally just bought yourself salads for a whole week if you portion properly. Isn't that something that we should consider? Which a lot of the times people don't consider because they just think cooking is a hassle and they just don't feel the need to cook because somebody else can do it for them. I'm about that. If you want to be lazy, if you want to have, like someone do it for you and be easy and just stress-free day, go for it. I'm not here to judge you and tell you how to live your life. But if you really think about it, it is such a huge difference and it saves you $1. And again, you can put that money towards so many other things. But let's just stay away from the financial aspects of it all. Let's go ahead and think about health, right? All right, let's say we're not considering a salad because no matter how you spin a salad, it's always going to be the same. Of course, depending on the brand of dressing you buy, that's pretty much your caloric base when it comes to a salad. Let's go into like a hamburger, right? Or maybe some French fries and so on. So if you make your own hamburgers, your own French fries, I'm a very hands-on person, and especially since I've been living on my own, I am a great cook. Let me just state that. I want to make everyone know I'm a wonderful cook. Guy Fieri, if you're listening to this, or Gordon Ramsay, I got a contender for you on your shows. Just saying. When you look at how much time, yeah, it's a lot of time. But when you think about what you're putting inside your food, it's a huge determinant on what you're putting inside your body. Obviously, amongst the current situation, the food that we buy, obviously, we just want to get a quick bite, something to fill us because what else are we going to do besides stay in our home all day? But when you're cooking your own food, you control what you're putting in your food. At a restaurant, half the time we don't know what we're putting in our bodies. Yeah, it's the typical what you see on the menu, but we don't know how much grease is there. We don't know how much salt. We don't know how much everything else. Sodium, salt is such a huge thing to consider because, America's very known for our high levels of blood pressure. United States is very high heart risk, hypertension. And a lot of the foods that we buy, it's high in sodium. If you go out and buy fries anywhere, majority of the time it's frozen, and that is preserved through salt. Anything that's preserved in a can or anything like that is full of sodium. And that right there is a huge, downfall to your health. Now, if you were to be at home, you can control quantities of whatever you want to make. Now, of course, if you're going to put that much salt anyways, then go for gold. I'm all about you clogging your arteries still. If you want to use that much fat, go for it. But at the same time, you still can control how much of what you put inside of your body. And I feel like a lot of people take that for granted because nobody really knows what exactly we're putting inside of us. Whether it be if you're into organic stuff or if you're into the whole like antibiotic-free kind of mentality, then that's another thing you can keep inside of your head, because not every place is going to offer those options. And if they do, let's go back to finances. Super expensive. So why go ahead and do that? Why go out of your way to buy it and you're putting something unhealthy inside of you? Make it at home. Be creative. And that's one of the things about cooking by yourself and like making things on your own that makes everything more worthwhile, because you get to have fun with it. So me, majority of the time, I'm cooking shirtless. I love cooking naked. A little TMI, but I'm going to go be straightforward with you guys. Love cooking naked. Obviously, majority of the time I'm eating myself, and if eating by myself, and if somebody is going to be eating my food, I am not naked. So just for your FYI. But I love putting on the music, dancing in my kitchen, acting a fool. The moment a spatula touches my hand, boy, I sound like Tina Turner. But so that's just one of the great things about eating indoors, making your own food, that I feel like we should all be very conscious of, very aware of. Not to mention, if you guys really want to, impress the ladies out there, cooking for them is grade A material. Learn how to cook for a woman, and I swear to you, she'll never leave your side. Ever. Ladies, obviously the same applies for guys, but you feed a guy anything, they're going to stay with you. If you feed a woman something, it has to taste good. 9 out of 10 times, it has to look good. Look at Instagram. Anytime you see a woman post a picture, half the time it's about food. So make sure you can do presentation, because presentation is key. Now let's go ahead and transition to other, ways you can spin this. Outside of finances, outside of the quality and knowing what you're putting inside of your body, honestly, it's just quality family time. I think one of the things that we take for granted is the amount of time that we do spend with our families. And right now, in this climate, this is a great time to spend with our families. It's really funny, and it's kind of mind-blowing to me that, obviously not everyone has a perfect home life. I'm not going to go ahead and say a bunch of different things about everyone has the best home life and we should all spend time with our family. In hindsight, spending time with your family could possibly help build those bridges, if there are any bridges burned currently. And if you guys don't see each other, if you're in a household where, coming for example, I have a family of 5 in my household in Michigan, right? My sister, she works. My stepdad, he works. My mom, she works. My little sister, she's unemployed. She's still in high school. She's a lazy bum. She plays my PlayStation all day long. But you look at the 5, and then of course there was me. Before, when I was back at home, I was working, and that was it. So luckily for me, I was able to see my mom at work because we worked at the same hospital together. But outside of that, half the time we were never in the same room at the same place other than nighttime, and everyone's going to bed, right? Take this opportunity to learn to cook together. Cook for your family. Kids, let me tell you something. If you're listening, you're young, you don't want to cook, you don't know how to cook, ask your parents to teach you how to cook. Dads, because I know some of you guys are great cooks, represent. But ask them to teach you. Learn how to cook. Just watch them and spend some time with them, because honestly, quality time is so precious. And especially, again, with all the things going on with the cases and the deaths, we never know, right? So I feel like this is a great opportunity for people to spend time with each other. Learn, eat with each other, talk to each other about our days, play some video games, play a board game, have a great meal, kick someone's ass in a game of Monopoly. Obviously, depending on how long that game of Monopoly goes for, there's a chance that your family building time was just destroyed because somebody just purchased Park Place. And we all know the dark path that takes us down. Do you understand what I'm trying to get at? Family time is one that I feel like we don't usually capitalize on anymore. Because you go to a fast food place, yeah, you can eat, but again, more money is being spent. Think about the money that could be spent towards your bills, or getting you a gift for Christmas. Look at that one. You didn't think about that, did you guys? You gotta sometimes think guilty, selfishly for the kids. money, extra money could go towards the children. Or again, towards the bills. Maybe getting a pool. Getting a puppy or a kitten. Don't we all just want a puppy or a kitten in our lives? But at the same time, it's just getting to know your parents. Maybe your grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever. Your family time is some time that I feel like we underappreciate nowadays. Obviously, I'm not going to go ahead and say, like, yeah, life is short. I mean, it is, but we should always take the time to appreciate what we have, who we're with, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? It's a great time for people to bond, get to know each other more, talk to your parents how high school was back in the day, talk about how they used to ditch school and smoke a J behind a trash can, because we all know, don't play games, we know. We're not stupid. It's little things like that we should, really take advantage of. And I hope that with this, people really start to consider all the different opportunities that, things that we missed out on because we're so busy. But now that we're not so busy, we kind of have a good opportunity to patch things up. And then, of course, last but, not least, kind of go back to like the food aspect of it all is just being able to, if you eat healthier, you feel energized more. And you get an opportunity to work out. Like, granted, you can't go to the gym right now, which sucks super bad. And me coming back, I wanted to go to the gym. But, we can still work out outside. You can still run, go ride bikes. You can do a lot of workouts still. Be healthy, be active. However, if you eat healthier, you have more energy. If you're putting all those junk and empty calories and, like, again, fat inside of your body, it's going to make you tired. It's going to make you less energized. Or you're going to use the energy up super fast. And then that's it, you're pooped. And then you're going to be at home, being a bum, just chilling on your couch. Stop eating potato chips. Stop eating candy. All those things are good for like a reward once in a while, but you put good things inside of you, your body's going to be treated better. You're going to feel energized. You're just going to feel good, So think about those things with, the situation as of now. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys our first poll question today. Even with all this going on, do you still prefer to go out and eat? Or would you rather enjoy a nice, beautiful meal with your family? Or you're currently on the phone with Uber trying to get your food because you're hungry. So feel free to let me know how you guys feel about that. And we're going to go ahead and shimmy on over to the next topic, all right? So check it. One of the things that I miss so much since being on this island is karaoke night. So look, back in Michigan, I had multiple places, time and date stamped. I even have my homeboy DJ Robbie Rob on Facebook and all my social medias because he is the DJ at every karaoke night that I go to. And let me just say, DJ Robbie Rob is the man. So if you guys know who I'm talking about, shout out to DJ Robbie Rob. Now, aside from DJ Robbie Rob, let me just go ahead and talk about karaoke, right? So karaoke was just that night. If you're a drinker, go out, get a drink, get on stage, put that microphone in your hand, and belt some notes out like you yourself are Britney Spears, or you're about to sing a song like Elton John, and just feel powerful while everyone in that bar thinks you sound horrible, but they're going to cheer you on anyways because you just went up there and sang of a bunch of random people that definitely know you sound tone deaf. But they don't know because they're drunk and they're just going to think you're amazing. And you have them cheering you on like you just won a Grammy. That is something that I love. And you know me, I don't drink, right? So I love the fact that I know I sound horrible, and when people would see me on stage and they cheer me on and they sing along with you, you're just like, fuck yeah, I just rocked that show. So I don't know, it's one of those things that I just love, right? And it's very unfortunate that all the bars are closed, and karaoke night was just a great thing to do, whether you're out with your friends, whether you're out there just trying to like practice those karaoke vocals. So, like, nice short story here. I was in Tennessee once, and I went with my friends, and let me just say, the karaoke bars in Tennessee are not for your regular Joe, right? For those of you who know what I'm talking about, well, you know. I don't got to really explain it to you. But if you go to Tennessee, I guarantee it, everybody in Tennessee who gets on that stage sings like a fucking professional. And it's kind of scary, and it's very upsetting for somebody who sucks. You know, because to me, karaoke is just for the unexperienced. They're the ones who've never made it in choir, and that's why we chose band. They're the ones that just want to go out, have a good time, and just finally channel that inner singer in them. And then there's others who go to karaoke in Tennessee who are trying to build a reputation for themselves, and they sound freaking amazing. I went to this karaoke bar in the Strip in Nashville, and I kid you not, the bartender, I'm just like, all right, bartender's about to do her thing, let's see what she's got. And I kid you not, this woman had a voice of an angel. I was like, oh my god. I was like, why would anyone want to go on after her? Because she sounded amazing. I was like, you definitely know she's here just trying to make some money so she can start that record deal. And then you just hear the next person after the next person. You're just like, oh my god, what is happening here? And then it makes you so self-conscious when you get up there yourself. Luckily, before I went on, there was a bunch of drunk people on the stage beforehand, and they sang a really good song. And I was just like, thank God. Now I won't feel like shit when I go up there. But when I went up there, I sang Blondie one way or another. And one of the hardest parts about singing a female song at karaoke is that you're a man, and we just don't have that high note, you know? But that is complete sidebar conversation. But as a whole, karaoke night was just a great night. Have some friends, have a drink, meet new people, and I'm telling you, I've had some people hit on me at karaoke. So karaoke is a very special place for me. So one of the reasons why I miss karaoke, I'm obviously assuming that none of you have the same relationship with karaoke as I do, but I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about some benefits to karaoke. You didn't think that was coming, did you? So yes, karaoke actually does have some good, perks about it, or some benefits to it. One of the things is the fact that it helps relieve stress. So there's actually a website called onlyatbarnhills.com, and you guys can check out, obviously it's like a quick little tweaked information-based thing about karaoke tips, but relieving stress, because imagine you just had a long night and you just want to go ahead and express yourself, relieve your stress or your emotions, or just sing a song that resonates with you, and you just want to go belt it for the entire crowd to hear and cheer you on. Well, that's exactly what they're going to do. So not only does it relieve stress, but it helps you express your emotions and your feelings. And a lot of us, if you're like me, we bottle up our emotions. Definitely not a healthy thing to do, but sometimes when you just gotta let it out, go out and put on a really good song. Like, let me think of a good one. Oh, do you really wanna hurt me? Get some Boy George up in there. Do you really wanna make me cry? So imagine, you go up there, you just got your heart dumped, you wanna go sing some Boy George. Everyone is gonna put up a lighter, put up their phones, and shine that light for you, baby. So tell me, that isn't just the greatest feeling. And obviously, don't cry on stage. I mean, maybe you should, because somebody will come out there and grab you and hug you, and you'll find love again. It's a great way to express yourself and to relieve everything you got bottling up inside, because we can only hold it in for so long. And obviously, that's not, again, like I said, it's not healthy. But it's still a great way to just be. And I feel like it's really good to do that, because I think about how much stress we have in our everyday life. We work 24/7, 7 days a week, majority of us, depending on what you're doing with your life or how much money you need. Living is hard these days. You got rent to pay, you got a car bill, you got a mortgage, whatever it is, you got kids. Sometimes you just got to go out there and just let it out. And that's what karaoke does for you. And again, you meet cool guys like DJ Robbie Rob, and you have all your designated bars and spots. And then you think about the fact that DJ Robbie Rob isn't out there right now providing music to our ears and providing karaoke to everybody. Homeboy's probably out of a job. I don't know that. I should probably hit up DJ Robbie Rob. He's such a cool guy. But then again, you think about all the bars, right? They're not making any money. It's just a lot of things that, it's like a domino effect. It's just a domino hill of sadness. Wow, I'm so upset. I really need to do some karaoke right now. But again, karaoke is just beautiful. And I'm not going to go too long on this one, but I miss karaoke. The last time I did karaoke was, so there's this bar downtown in Detroit called the UFO Bar. And literally right before I left, me and my two friends, we went out there. And man, it was a great night. It was actually, so I left in January. I'm lying. I left in February. So I was around January, so I went in December around Christmas time, and man, everyone was jamming those Christmas bops, and I'm telling you, great time. I guarantee you the best time to go karaoke is during Christmas season. I'm not huge on Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm a huge fan of Christmas music. I mean, it's music. I love music, right? So some Christmas songs I'm about. I also just want to do a side note. If you put Christmas music on before Christmas season, you're a bad person. Guarantee that's 90% of the population. I'm judging you. I'm sorry. Embrace Thanksgiving. Enjoy, Halloween. Because people are jamming for Christmas music that early on. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? And the radio stations are so eager. You eager little bitches. But anyways, Christmas music has some good value to it. And they got some good hit you in the feels. And karaoke night, when it comes to Christmas music, I swear to you, there's no better sensation. There's no better vibe than that right there. So this Christmas season, this holiday season, I am very upset that I can't go home and sing Baby It's Cold Outside. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. And I want you guys to go ahead and share with me. Do you guys like to go to karaoke and show off those bad pipes of yours? Or do you just like to go and have a good time with your friends, get wasted, and make a fool of yourself? And enjoy everybody else making a fool of themselves, because honestly, it's the highlight of the night, right? So we're going to go ahead and slide on over to our last topic. So sit right back, keep drinking your tea, and we're going to move along, all right? So this one is actually a big one to me, because last year, before I got into school and I knew I was coming to school, I had planned out a list of concerts that I wanted to go to. So this topic applies to a lot of concerts, but also a couple of other things that I find it very interesting with the way this pandemic has altered our situation on going out, enjoying certain events, and so on. And I had my list of concerts, and obviously they all got burned, which it is a sad day, but I was so happy because I'm like, I'm going away for a year, so knowing that these concerts aren't ones I'm going to miss is super exciting to me. But at the same time, I feel super bad for everybody else, and I feel bad for the musicians, because that's literally how they make their worth. That's how they make their money. Yeah, you got every other platform that they put their music on. You can buy their CDs, you can buy their merch and all that. But at the same time, a huge amount of their money is from touring. And if they can't tour, well, no money for them, no music for us. It's literally a lose-lose for everybody. Okay, but now let's take a back pedal, right? Aside from concerts, you got movies. Now, a lot of the movies that were supposed to be, come out, or, video games and so on, a lot of it got delayed because people couldn't work. And especially, I'm going to focus on movies because that's a great thing for us to do. Again, a lot of people like movies. A lot of people like to go, and so if you don't like karaoke, you want to go spend that time on your movies. If you want to save money from your food, put that towards movies. Something to do for yourself, and a lot of people love the movie. I am a huge movie guy, so I love going to the movies. But when you find out that the movie theaters are closed because obviously, potential chance to spread germs and virus, whatever, no theaters. Super sucks. Now, of course, now they've kind of found a nice alternative for that, which, interesting enough, is a nice thought and a great process, but it kind of takes away from the essence of going home or not going home, going out on a Friday night, catching a new movie, or going out on a weekend to go see a show. Or if you're that guy who skips work, goes to a concert, and then he has to be at work the next day super early and you just got super effed up. Again, you're taking away from that guy and that girl. You're taking away that moment from us. Now, I'm sorry. So nowadays, they've essentially came to the conclusion that we can watch movies at home, take the theater to you, or concerts presented to you at home. Again, bringing it to you. Totally cool concepts, right? You literally have the people jamming out to you in your home. Watch it on your computer, stream it on your TV, you're set, right? Great concept. But is it really that enjoyable? Because, think about it. Why do we go to concerts? Why do we go to the movies? Yeah, if you go home, enjoy, pop a movie in, right? Make your own popcorn. Again, back to the aspect of saving money, good quality family time, and so on. You're definitely not going to spend a shit ton of money at home compared to going out to the movies. We all know the hustle. But you take away from the thrill of sneaking food into the movie theater. You get the sneaking food. You take away the opportunity to sneak into other movies. Let me tell you, I was a professional. If the cops were to hear this, I'm busted. But as a young one, I sneak into we used to watch at least 2 to 3 movies every time we went to the movie theater. Oh, it was so nice. And just prop up your shoes, and half the time in the middle of the week, no one's there. No one is there. You literally have the whole theater to yourself. Dollar theaters, whatever your pick, Concerts. You go to the concerts to have drunk people flailing all over the place. You get the sweat of the music, the artists dripping, pouring on you as they jump into the crowd, or crowd surfers kicking you in the head. That's why we go to concerts. To come out of that venue with our eardrums so blocked that you can't hear anything. And that is the greatest feeling. To just be in their presence, that's such a great feeling. You don't get that when you're at home. I mean, yeah, it saves you some money, and, the movies save you some money. However, the concerts don't really do so, because based off their prices, the majority of it is still basic entry price. And then, of course, if you want to get the exclusive stuff, they're still charging you to get a VIP pass to meet with them one-on-one in a camera or a chat room, buy their merch, VIP passes. It's like an exclusive laminate. That's what they're doing now. Do I blame them, though? Not at all. How else are they going to make their money? It's the best way for them to do. And I watched a couple of, artists on YouTube, they have their live streams and so on, and I watch them talk and everything. Honestly, I do enjoy it. I do. But do I want to pay for a concert experience online? Personally, no, because it just takes away from the experience. That's not why you go to a show. But again, you're kind of a rock and a hard place, because what can we do? What can they do? It's not really in their hands. It's not in our hands or in our power to do anything. But now let's go to the movies for a second. So movie theaters, I'm going to go ahead and use Disney Plus as a huge, example for this. So Mulan came out on Disney Plus, and they charged on Disney Plus to get the movie. Now, I don't have Disney Plus. I don't believe in Disney Plus, because it's just all these different ways to take money from people and so on. I already have Netflix. They take my money, and I'm sick of Netflix and all their shit that they're doing. But that's a rant for another time. Disney Plus made people buy Mulan for $30 if you didn't have the upgraded Disney Plus, right? That right there to me was criminal. If you have Disney Plus in the first place, I feel like you deserved access to Mulan. I don't think you had to buy it for $30 on top of that. Total waste of money. But again, if people did it, right? And I read an article saying about how much money Mulan ranked, gross brought in from that. Totally cool for Disney Plus. Totally cool for Mulan. I, of course, watched it on the interweb, ways. And one, it was a horrible movie. I'm just going to go ahead and state that opinion real quick. Horrible movie. Animated movie is so much better. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I'm here to talk to you about the fact that they charge people, $30, which is, fancy that, approximately the same exact price that you would spend at a movie theater. So this is my issue with that. Why would you take away the ability to watch it out of a movie theater and just go ahead and charge the same exact price in your home? It kind of takes away from the whole saving money concept and, still enjoying your time with your family. You're still going to go ahead and do the exact same thing that you were going to do at a movie theater, which to me I think is robbery, because why would you do that? If you pay for a subscription, $10, $15, however, the subscription is, why would you have to pay for another, one movie for $30 just because it wasn't going to play in the movie theaters? You could have stalled its release. You could have did so many different things, but that's how they're doing it now. But it's not just Disney Plus. I know a lot of different places are doing it, whether it be your cable provider or, whomever. They're doing that for you now, which, again, can I really be upset with them? No, because again, it puts you like that rock in a hard place. How else are they going to make their money? Because they put all this work, they put all this time into it, they put all this money into it. Obviously, if they can't get it out to you, they're either going to hold on to it for a really long time and say that they're constantly working on it and just never release it until times are able for them to release it, and then we can all go and watch it again. Or they can get it to us in a convenient fashion. You still pay for it as if you're going to the movies for like a family of 4, for example, and bada bing, bada boom, it's in your home. Again, great concept, but something about the movie theater is just precious. Go in there. One, no matter how good popcorn you make at home, like me, I make some mean popcorn, right? I like to cook my popcorn on the stove, homemade, the works. It does not taste as good as movie theater popcorn. That movie theater butter, artery clogging butter that just tastes so good, you don't know how it's made. It's probably just oil. I think it is just oil, but it's so precious and it tastes so good. And when you finish that bucket and then you feel so sick to your stomach afterwards, but yet you regret nothing, that is something that I miss. Being able to step on all the popcorn and the stickiness on the floor is something so sweet about that. So I don't know. And like the giant screen, obviously you can watch it on your giant ass TV that we have nowadays, because every single TV is fat as hell. There's not a single house that doesn't have a giant flat screen. And if you don't, and still rocking a tube, I respect you. I really do. Or if you still got a VHS, I respect you even more. I got a VHS. Currently out of order, but I got a VHS. I mean, it's the same thing, right? But I don't know. To me, I love the environment. I love the atmosphere. Obviously, I hate when it's a packed movie and nobody shuts the hell up. But at the same time, it's an experience that we don't usually get anymore. Now, me growing up as a kid, it might be a little bit different now, because when I go to the movie theaters now, they took away a lot of things that we used to have as movie theaters. So times really do change. Obviously, prices go up. Keeping up with the times. Arcades used to be in there. They're not in there anymore. Now the only thing they have is that like key machine where we waste money on over and over and we never win those cool prizes that they have in there. Now they have Yeezys in there. Why the fuck would I want to go to a movie theater to play an arcade game and win Yeezys? Obviously, everyone's got their priorities nowadays, but I want to go ahead and get in there and win a freaking PlayStation or like a PSP or something like that. Like, that was me growing up. We used to have some cool shit in those things. Now it's dead. They literally replaced arcades with bars. Obviously, they want to appeal more to adults because kids, to me, are primarily the ones that go to the movie theaters. But now they want to aim towards adults. So let your kids go watch a movie. You go get some overpriced drinks at the bar. Instead, let your kids watch, and you get to enjoy and get fucked up. Who's driving your kids home? No idea. But that's a story for somebody else to worry about. This is such a crazy time that we're in, so it's really funny to see the transition. Like me, I'm the kind of guy who would personally wait until something comes on DVD, wait for that DVD to go on sale, and then I'll go and enjoy a good movie. Or, since I've been on the island, I've been watching a lot of my movies on certain websites that I will not discuss over the air. A man's got to do what he's got to do. I enjoy myself. That's how I keep up with the times nowadays. And I've got caught up. So shout out to you guys. But again, I don't know. The way things are nowadays, it's really funky. But I'm curious to see what you guys think. Do you guys find it like an enjoyable experience to see your favorite bands and artists coming to you live from like your living room on your, your computer, your television? Do you guys enjoy being able to watch movies brand new right out of, instead of going to the theater, wasting all that time, you can watch it at home? I'm curious. And then another thing that also, piques my curiosity comes down to, do you guys find it fair that they charge the same price as you would at a theater or at a concert venue? Because again, it kind of takes away from the experience, but they need to make that money, so they keep it at the base rate. Do you guys find that fair, or do you guys think that's unfair? I'm curious. Because I know, for an example, I had a friend that I met last semester. She was from Puerto Rico, and she loved the idea of having her favorite artist on her computer screen. And she hooked up her computer to her TV, and she was just jamming. And she said she loved it. And I'm like, okay, that's super cool. And I know I've seen a couple of people, like there's a band called Saint Ansonia. They're guys who used to be in 3 Days Grace. I love seeing them on YouTube, and I love seeing them perform and stuff like that. And Bowling for Soup, I see a lot of their live stream stuff. So it's like, do you guys... I mean, I think it's a cool concept, and I enjoy it, but I don't know, it's just not the same. Like, I can literally just watch the same thing on YouTube. I can go, watch a bunch of their videos, and call it a day. Or I can watch a bunch of, sites where I can find a stream from something from another time, and whatever. Like, I can do that because of the way technology is built. So I'm just curious to see what your guys' views and your ideas are when it comes to that. So go ahead and leave your comments, and the highlight of the show is coming at you next. Sit back, relax, and prep those ears for something beautiful, guys. Go ahead and start off the music section doing one thing. First off, I want to apologize to all my listeners because I've been holding out on you. This artist goes by the name of Hawthorne Street. Now, it's very unfortunate that I can't give you guys a lot of information on these guys because this group is going to blow you away. So I discovered their music on Spotify, go figure. Amongst my journey into the deep depths of music, I heard a song from them. They only had one song, right? Very similar to how I listen to all my music. I listen to a song, and when it hits me, it hits me. And then I listen to it over and over and over again. And when it is such a great song and you never get sick of it, you just feel complete. And it's such a great feeling. And I promise you. So again, let me go ahead. These guys, they're known as Hawthorne Street, and it's 4 guys. They're coming from Alabama. The song that I'm going to play for you today is called Different Destinations. Now, it was really hard because this was the song that I heard, and the moment I heard it, I was like, okay, obviously it's the one I'm going to play for you. But they recently just came out with an album. The album is titled Wrong Way Home, and it is the best 34 minutes and 26 seconds that you will ever allow your ears to listen to. It just gives you this feeling of summertime, right? Not to mention, so I don't know if you guys are as crazy as I am, but I like looking at album art, and their album art is amazing. It's just, I don't know, there's just something beautiful about it. And when you hear the song, you guys will get everything you need to know will be understood once you hear the song. And it was actually hard because since their album released, I was like, maybe I should give you guys another song to listen to other than the one that I've been listening to over and over again. And of course, Different Destinations is also on this album, but I won't do that injustice. I'm going to let you guys listen to Different Destinations, and I'll let you guys understand why I chose this song. Now, of course, the moment you hear the song, I advise you to go and listen to it on Spotify, or if you want, it is on Amazon and you can buy it, right? So just an option. I will put their links to their social media on the episode, and I'll let you guys enjoy. So ladies and gentlemen, Different Destinations by Hawthorne Street. Enjoy.
Fool.
guys are on your feet dancing like mad people right now, because that's what the song does for me. And I want to go ahead and thank you guys, all 4 of you, for letting me play your music. I kind of want to play more, and I'm definitely going to down the road. I hope to hear more music from you guys. And again, thank you for letting me use your song. It's been a pleasure. I'm glad you guys are, getting out there and being successful with your music. I'm happy to see your album out there, and I hope to see another one in the near future, all right? So thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed our topics. I hope you guys enjoyed the music most of all. And I want to thank you guys. Again, 100 listeners. I am very content with that. I'm very happy. So continue to do me the solid. Spread the love. Share it with your friends, your family. Most importantly, share the music, because I love the way music makes me feel, and I want music to make you guys feel the same way. So I'm going to keep doing so, and I hope you guys keep doing so as well. And as always, I am on Twitter. You can follow my Instagram, and every other platform that I am on, you guys can go on and listen to the show. I'm on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the main ones, Overcast, and go, so forward. Again, my link tree will be in the description of the episode, and I look forward to seeing you guys next episode. Keep sipping on that tea, and I will see you soon. Peace and love.